Hello, it's Emma here from Body Love HQ. How are you? I hope you've enjoyed your Monday so far. All of a sudden, everyone's starting to talk about 2020 because it's really just around the corner, and a lot of people are talking about the fact that it's a new decade and, what's the new decade going to bring me and how is everything going to be different? Is everything going to be different? All that kind of thing. And at the same time, I'm hearing a lot of people that sound like they're feeling stuck in their life and that nothing seems to change, and they feel frustrated with the way people are treating them or the way that they're treating themselves. And so I just really wanted to talk about what it's like. Well, the one thing you really need to do if you want to make a big change in your life, and maybe 2020 is the year that you want to do that. And really, it's quite a simple thing. And you've got to do this thing, otherwise nothing is going to change, okay? So the simple thing that you must do if you want a big change to happen in your life is decide. Decide you want to make a change. That has to happen first before anything else can happen. So I hear lots of people going, this always happens to me. I'm always treated this way. I always do this thing wrong. And sort of really talk about themselves being really, really stuck. I'm always in this job. I always say this to myself. People always say this to me. And so when you're talking in this way, it really means that you're stuck, okay? And the first thing, the only thing actually you can do to get out of being stuck is decide you don't want to be stuck anymore. Of course, that's the first thing, and there's other steps you need to take after that. But that's the real first one. You need to make a commitment to yourself quite strongly that you want something to change. So you decide that something will change. And from there, you open yourself up to lots of different things happening. You might be able to then talk to friends about what you want to change, and they might be able to help you with resources. Or you might come across a book that's really interesting, or maybe a Facebook page or an Instagram account. Something will happen as soon as you decide that you want things to be different. And this has happened to me so many times in my life. And I want to talk about 3 different times that I've decided and how things have changed since then. So the first one was when I was still living in Sydney, and I was working in a corporate job, and I really hated my body. I used to go to the gym a lot. I used to count all my calories. I used to be miserable, even though I was, quite a small size, like 10, sometimes a 12. I would be just paranoid about my body all the time. So people couldn't tell what was going on in my head, but my head was constantly going. And I hated my job. I hated every minute of my job, and I would literally get to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I would whinge all day long to all of my work colleagues about how everything is wrong in my life. And then I would go home and I would whinge to my friends about how everything is wrong with my work. And I really wasn't a pleasant person to be around, and I didn't like the sound of my own voice, right? I really hated the sound of my own voice. So I was in a boxing class, and it was an outdoor boxing class, and after about 3 classes of boxing, I just bloody loved it and decided to become a personal trainer. Now, did I drop everything straight away and become a personal trainer overnight? No. But when I made that decision, I sent a sign to the universe, but mostly to myself, that that's what I wanted. And from there, I was able to take step by step by step to make that happen. So the first one was the decision. The very first one was the decision. Sometimes when I was working in that career, it felt like I can't imagine my life now. I wouldn't have been able to imagine it back then. There's nothing about my life that currently exists that I could have imagined back then. Okay, so that was my very first step, was deciding. Then the second big decision I made after that was when I'd had the hysterectomy a few years ago, because I had stage 4 endometriosis and needed to have a hysterectomy. So I had all my ovaries taken, everything taken into menopause straight away. And I remember being in the hospital bed and deciding that I wanted to love my body. I decided that I'd been punishing my body for way too long by counting calories and wishing it was skinnier and pushing it really hard and being stressed a lot of the time. And I decided in that moment that I wanted to love my body. And that decision changed a lot of things because I started to be a lot gentler with myself. I started to pay attention to what my body needed. And from there on, things changed. Now, did I go and then become a size 8? No. But what happened was I was much gentler, and a lot of the brain talk that's been going on in my head my whole life about my body slowly but definitely started to disappear. And from there, I started to take care of myself differently. So that was really the second decision that I made. And then the third big decision I made was creating the Body Love method and then starting to share it with all of you guys. So I talk about a lot on, Facebook Lives and in posts and all that kind of stuff. So I share it with everybody. And then last year I made the decision to share it with my Body Love coaching students, and that helps them spread it to other people so that the Body Love method and the Body Love message can get spread really far and wide. And again, 7-8 years ago, I would never have imagined that that's what I would be doing. And back when I was a kid, I wanted to be a teacher, and I didn't become a teacher because of a lot of different reasons, but now I am a teacher. I'm just doing it in a different way. So I just want to demonstrate to you that you can change your life quite dramatically, but the first thing you need to do is decide that that's what you want. Like really definitely decide it. Not think about it, not whinge about it, but decide that's what you want. It's always going to be the first step. And that's basically what all of my students in the Body Love Academy did this year. They decided to put themselves first. They decided to invest in themselves. They decided to learn about body love for themselves and then be able to spread it to other people. And I'm so proud of them. They've just finished the course in the last week, and they've all gotten something massive out of it. Some of them are really going to go ahead and create big businesses, and other people are going to just take on board what they've learned and put it into their own lives. And there's so many different ways you can do that. And so I just wanted to let you know that I'm now taking applications for the Body Love Academy for next year. So maybe you want to decide to change your career or invest in yourself or learn to love yourself. Maybe that's your big decision for 2020. And if you decide to register for the program this week, you can just get involved with a $100 deposit, which is a really inexpensive way of getting your spot reserved. And if you do register this week, until Sunday, you are eligible for $350 worth of bonuses, which is immediate access to a course about intuitive eating that you can start doing straight away. Plus you'll get some books sent to you at home that are all about body love. And then the course starts at the end of January. So if you want to get involved, it's just a $100 deposit, and you can become one of the Body Love Academy students for 2020, which should be massive. A great year to make a huge change in your life, and all you need to do is decide. So if that's what you want to do, send me a message through the Facebook page, or you can go to bodylovehq.com/academy and find out everything about the course there. But don't be shy, get in touch. You don't have to sign up, but if you've got any questions at all, or you feel a bit called to come along and do it, let me know and we can have a chat. So I hope you have a gorgeous Monday, and I'll speak to you again soon. See ya.